Hey guys, so today we're going to look at some max V positions and how to get faster during max velocity of a sprint. So we're on doing about a 60-meter sprint, 70-meter sprint. So we're just going to break this section down and look solely at the max V portion. So let's just stop it around here. One or two things you want to look out for. I think the first is going to be the knee angle. So when the foot touches the ground, which is around there, how flexed the knee is and how bent the knee is when the sprinter's upright. So you want the leg to be pretty straight, and the more bent the knee is, the longer you spend on the ground and the longer the clock runs. So that's a slow way to run. This is one thing to look out for. Let's see if there's a difference. Sometimes there's a slight difference in both legs. This right leg's doing a better job than the left leg. You can see the right leg angles much better than when the left leg touches the ground. You can do that through plyometrics, through repetition, through basic running. This girl's a little bit on her toes when she runs, and since the ankle doesn't want to bend, then the knee kind of has to bend as a result. So you want to kind of land, you want to have this foot, this leg's not too bad here. I think it's the previous leg is a little bit toey. When it lands, a little bit too much on the forefoot. Sorry, I'm sick by the way, so excuse the weird voice. Another key thing to look for is this recovery leg. So as this leg comes through, you kind of never want to see your toes face the opposite end of the track. You kind of want to have this foot already dorsiflexed and probably slightly lower down, so when it comes through it's actually on the way up. You can see this foot comes through and it's on the way down. It sort of falls down, and then that's the sort of angle of strike, which isn't super high, so the foot's just kind of set onto the ground. If you can have the foot coming through slightly higher, use the analogy of the hammer and the nail. You can have a hammer from a higher height, you can hit the nail with greater force. Same thing when you sprint, if the foot comes down from a higher height, you can hit the ground with greater force. So a cue here maybe to be to try and leave the ground a little bit earlier. It looks like an over push. You can see from about there to there, it's just a little bit, the foot's just thrown back a bit too far because the athlete's pushed it a little bit too much. And again, this foot isn't as bad, I don't think, the right foot, as it comes through, compared to the left. But still, you can see a lot of really good runners, and the foot stays at sort of, their toe faces towards the ground at least, as opposed to the toe facing the opposite direction of the track. I know it's hard to see in real time when someone runs just fast, but when you break it down and sort of specifically look at one or two sections of the run, you can start to see these small opportunities for people to increase their time. And you can see there's not a huge knee lift here either. It's probably as high as the knee gets there. And again, probably due to this foot just swinging too far out the back. So you can tell someone to bring their knees up all you want, but that's probably as high as it gets, because if you watch this leg here, it goes all the way up, and all the leg has to do then is just drop back down. So it doesn't, it's harder for the athlete to bring their knee up. If this leg was coming through earlier and didn't spend so long pushing back, it might have the opportunity to pump up through and get a little bit more height. But again, that's not super high, and there's not a great knee lift. It could be slightly better, but I think using the cue, bring your knees higher, probably won't work for this athlete. Leaving the ground earlier, keeping toes pointed up, cues like that might be a better example of what to do for these sprints. Super. We'll leave it there. Again, my email's in the bio. If you have any videos you want to send them through. Until next week.